making light of sharing a bath with a friend and all that sort of thing. But I mean, obviously there is a serious side to this. I mean, you know, we are facing a water shortage. It's, you know, so it's going to be a tough issue environmentally. So let's talk to Zoe Cohen. You're an environmental campaigner, Zoe. Do you agree with this advice to ditch the baths?
Well, thanks for having me on. Before I come to that question, I'd just like to say solidarity with the RMT workers out on strike today, and colleagues from Insulate Britain, Just Stop Oil and Extinction Rebellion are joining them on the picket line. So solidarity with those workers out on strike, Dawn.
OK, right. OK, so what do we do about our baths and our showers and dry shampoo? I mean, how much of a crisis are we actually facing here?
Well, to be honest, you know, we've just had 40 degrees centigrade, haven't we, last Tuesday, a completely historic temperature. So I'm slightly discombobulated, to say the least, that we're having this conversation about exactly what levels we have of our bathwater. You know, the real question that we should be discussing on shows like this is how best do ordinary people come together and take power away from those in power who just don't care about ordinary citizens in this country, and they're not doing what's necessary to have an emergency response to the climate crisis and to the cost of living crisis.
But most
so, you know, it's part of this. It's part of this narrative where ordinary people are being blamed for everything. You know, it's not our fault that we're in this horrific climate crisis and this horrific drought. So, of course, we need to do our bit, but doing our bit has never been enough. It's part of this kind of, you know, individual footprint lie that we've been told by governments and fossil fuel companies. But Zoe, it's actually up to the government.
Sorry, the immediate here and now, what can people watching us now do to start helping? I mean, you know, we can all do our little bit. What can we do now, here and now? What's the best advice you can give people?
Well, of course, we need to do our bit. And you know, I've tried to do my bit for many, many years. I was brought up by a mum who was a war baby, and, you know, bath sharing and all of that kind of stuff, of course. But actually, Dawn, Lowry and Nina, the truth is we're in an out-and-out emergency, and we need many, many thousands of people to come together and demand the real change that we need. You know, we had 40 degrees last week, and yet our government is planning 40 new fossil fuel licenses by 2025. It's murderous and it's bonkers, and we have to stop them. So I would say to everyone listening, obviously be responsible for water, but also join Just Stop Oil and take peaceful direct action and make this government stop taking murderous decisions, which is what they're doing. OK,
right, thank you very much for joining us this morning, Zoe. And now we're going to, I think, take some calls on this because I want to know what you think about this one. David, you're in Gibraltar. Oh, wow. Hello, David. What would you like to say?
Hi, good morning to you. Yeah, can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you loud and clear, David.
That's fine.